I call the 43rd Annual General Meeting of the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce to order. Will the Secretary please confirm that there is a quorum formed?
Yes, sir, the quorum is there, so I request the President to call for the meeting in order and start, sir.
I have called the meeting to order.
I confirm from the members' confirmation that the receipt of the meeting notice has been shared. I could be taken as read formally so that we could go forward.
I take the meeting notice as read. Anybody else can please confirm? Can the people attending please confirm that the meeting is read? I mean, the meeting notice has been read?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now may I request our President to deliver the welcome address. Sir, over to you, President, sir.
Very good evening to everybody. Galaxy of past presidents of the chamber and galaxy of past presidents of the chamber, Mr. Parshuraman, our senior vice president and soon to be president, Mr. K.R. Shekhar, our vice president and soon to be senior vice president, members of the management committee, leaders of the various expert committees, and of course, distinguished members of the chamber. As you might be aware, over the last few years, the chamber has evolved into a body to reckon with, and the year that has gone by has been momentous and tumultuous in many ways for everyone associated with the chamber. Over the years, the role of the chamber was in highlighting several issues faced by industry and juxtaposing it with well-balanced views has earned it enormous credibility with both the central and the state governments. We are all aware of COVID-19. The BCIC, with its valuable contributions in its journey, has clearly set new milestones in the backdrop of all of us going through unprecedented times due to the COVID-19 pandemic, posing huge challenges on all aspects of our economy and our country. The BCIC has been constantly taking up critical issues of industry with both the state and the central government and keeping abreast the members by sharing government notifications and policy updates regularly. The Chamber's predisposition in making practical recommendations on sector-wise challenges in manufacturing labor has earned appreciation and recognition both at state and central governments. This year, under the capable leadership of Mr. K.R. Shekhar, we have started the BCIC Leadership Forum. Adding to its glory was, the forum was formed with the objective of providing a foundation to advance leadership skills, create roadmaps, and to reinforce initiatives considered most critical to the organizational business success by building the individual capabilities of future leaders. The BCIC Emerging Stars Award was initiated by the Chamber this year for Karnataka-based startups in continuation of its mission to promote the vibrant business ecosystem of the state and to identify early stage startups and ventures and help them accelerate their business through advice, business development, and funding. The principal knowledge partner is Deloitte, and the initiatives are being supported by the central and state government bodies, AGNI, IIM, Ahmedabad Alumni Association, BCIC members, and others. Must thank Dr. L. Ravindran for taking this request of the and pushing it so well despite the challenges of COVID this year. We, coinciding with the AGM, the Chamber will be releasing exclusive reports and studies. We are doing the BCIC Deloitte survey report on how Karnataka can emerge as the most preferred investment destination given the impact of COVID-19 on the global economy and the call of our Prime Minister to make India a credible alternative. The BCIC exclusive study, The Gateway to Karnataka, a new second airport for the Bangalore region. And of course, the BCIC Atmanirbhar Bharat analysis report done by K.R. Shekhar himself. With the BCIC in the lead, espousing the cause and interests of its members through interactions with government officials, both from the center and the state, by organizing interactive sessions, seminars, and webinars on topical issues, the Chamber organized several events with thought leaders, senior bureaucrats, industry experts, and professionals on a wide cross-section of subjects to discuss and deliberate on several critical issues affecting industry and the economy in general from time to time under review. I would also like to point out that the BCIC is specifically focused on mental well-being, on physical well-being, women's safety, and topics that one may not initially and immediately associate with business, but which play a very crucial part in an organization's functioning. After all, if things are not well at home, nothing will work well at the office. Many of the milestone events organized this year have not only enhanced the image of the Chamber manifold, but have also provided us with a credible platform to significantly contribute to policy making at both the central and state governments. The sessions organized provided a platform for the experts to share their expertise on topical issues, best practices, business opportunities, various sessions by ICT committees on a range of topics like blockchain, IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning solutions, and various technical sessions by 3I expert committees by way of leveraging expertise of our industry leaders and bring awareness into the student fraternity. We updated the students with the latest on the latest in manufacturing technologies, skilling, employability, and other, shall we say, subjects that we expect people who are entering the workforce to have. Sessions on various issues of direct and indirect taxation, customs, GST, etc. A series of events and industry visits in bringing in awareness on Industry 4.0 concepts and sharing of best practices for the member companies in realizing the opportunities. Sessions on various challenges faced by MSMEs, various schemes of the government on skill development, industrialization, and support to MSMEs during the economic slowdown helped raise the quality and performance bars so that these companies can compete more effectively in times of difficulty. Sessions on labor laws and latest trends in HR practices by the HR expert committees, the awareness sessions on energy efficiency, women empowerment, skill development, impact and way forward based on COVID-19 and other allied topics are just some of the things that we had addressed during the year. I'm very happy to state that the Chamber's suggestions and proposals to the government were incorporated in the government's new laws, which focus on the ability for industries to purchase land directly from farmers, bypassing the government process, bringing more efficiency. And also the Industries Facilitation Act is a culmination of years of efforts by various members of the Chamber in asking government in terms of ease of doing business, the ability for a company to set up its manufacturing facilities and get going, and having up to 3 years to get the requisite approvals shows how committed this government is to work in hand with the chambers in ensuring that industry and businesses in Karnataka get a jump start. With the dominions of digitization, the Chamber switched to organizing webinars on a regular basis to enhance its reach and visibility for member activities, including events on topical issues that help the members stay connected, receive updates from governments, notifications, orders, and connect virtually with each other. Today is just a prime example. We are doing our AGM for the first time on a completely virtual platform. The webinars were addressed by distinguished members from the government, knowledge experts, leaders of industry, etc. And they also helped us in providing remedial measures for our concerns, imparted valuable knowledge to all our esteemed members. The Chamber continues to receive excellent support and cooperation from high commissions, embassies, and trade missions, especially with the efforts of holding interactive sessions of visiting high-level international business delegations that provided a platform for knowledge sharing, business networking, and investment promotion for the leading industries and exploring international opportunities abroad. These sessions were well attended and members have acknowledged this initiative of the Chamber. A highlight that I am very pleased to inform is that the BCIC has signed memorandums of understanding with the Tourism and Hospitality Sector Skill Council in facilitating skills required not just for the tourism industry, but for the hospitality and facilities industry as well, given the nature of Bangalore with its tech sectors and very large tech parks. Facilities play a crucial portion in terms of services and functions provided. The Capital Goods Skill Council has the objective of promoting skills development for the betterment of industry. And of course, we have an ongoing skill MOU with the Skill Council on aerospace, which has been formed a few years ago, and BCIC is a leading figure when it comes to aerospace-related skills. The Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Elidab Setif of Algeria signed an MOU for establishing and developing a friendly business relationship. We were fortunate to have several thought leaders agreeing to join our managing committee, and these include Mr. Gopal Hosur, Mr. K. Jairaj, I take that back, Mr. Gopal Hosur, of course, of the IPS, Mr. K. Jairaj, the former Additional Chief Secretary to the government, Mr. M.N. Vidyashankar, the former Additional Chief Secretary also to the government, Mr. Dayabari, who retired from the IAS and is now at the B.R. Ambedkar School of Economics. And we have leaders from industry and have received excellent support from all of them in organizing and presenting our thoughts to the government and the larger public. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the chairpersons and co-chairs and mentors of the expert committee. I have always held that the true strength of the chamber lies in its expert committees, and that we deliberately use expert in the name of those committees because they bring in a wealth of knowledge and expertise in their field. These committees have rendered a yeoman service during the year in terms of both building the image and credibility of the chamber and, of course, advancing our mission to render service to our members and increase the value proposition the chamber plays for its members. It is no mean achievement, and given the degree of prevailing economic uncertainty, I would like to thank not just my fellow office bearers, but the leaders of each of the expert committees for spearheading and organizing all the programs and meetings and submissions, white papers, etc. through the year. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to also express my gratitude to both the steering committee and the finance committee for the guidance and direction in ensuring the chamber implemented 6 strict controls in costs and deployed funds in investments to derive maximum advantage. I must also commend Mr. Ahmed Ali, our past president, in organizing the 10th edition of the corporate golf tournament, which was a resounding success. It has now become a calendar event and something that corporates and government look forward to every year. Similarly, the Sona Group, under the initiative of our past president, Tyagu Valiappa, organized the 4th edition of the BCIC Corporate Cricket Tournament. And this tournament is also gaining momentum with our member companies. With an aim to further engage with our members and create platforms for enhancing value creation by equipping business with vital information, the BCIC website and social media channels have undergone a continuous enhancement to offer a better user experience. The BCIC today is available on Twitter, it's available on Facebook, it is available on LinkedIn, and of course the website is always there. I wish to once again reiterate that it would not have been possible to achieve all this without the able support and guidance of past presidents, members of the managing committee, chairpersons, I take that back, leaders of the expert committees, and more particularly members of the chamber. who have participated and given their support to this chamber, making it more vibrant and enhancing the image. I want to thank the Secretariat for putting in all the effort in supporting all the demands of all the members of the chamber. Lastly, as I close, I want to extend my best wishes to the newly elected office bearers, and I am sure that the chamber is going to gain even more with their leadership acumen in the coming year. It will scale newer heights in the ensuing years, and I assure my continued support and cooperation in all their efforts. Thank you once again.
Thank you, President, for your wonderful welcome address. Now we move the resolution on statutory compliance. May I request President sir to kindly take it forward, sir.
Yeah, this is the part that I have to do some reading. Please bear with me. I was trying to enlarge this part. Okay. So now we to consider and adopt the annual report for the year 2019 and 2010. The annual report has already been circulated and comments from members, if any, have been sought. So can I get a proposal for adopting the annual report?
Venkat here, I propose to adopt annual report.
Somebody seconding the proposal?
Dr.
Ravindran seconded.
Okay, thank you. So can I take the proposal? I think it will be easier if I say, is there any nays to adopting the annual report? Gentlemen, it's easy. If you see in the list of participants, when you go to, if you click on the list of participants, you have the option of raising your hand.
So Professor Subramania has raised the hand.
Correct.
Mr.
So
K. Ravi, K. Ravi.
only, actually, I think I said only those who are saying no. Only negatives can please raise their hand. If you are in favor of adopting the annual report, please put your hand. Do not raise your hand. So I think the annual report is adopted unanimously. Let's move to the next resolution, please.
Yeah. President sir, the next resolution is
So
adopting the audit statement.
report. Can I request for a proposer and a seconder, please?
Mr. Ravi and Tyagu Valiappa propose.
Okay, so we will take it as Mr. K. Ravi has proposed and Mr. Tyagu Valiappa has seconded. Again, anybody who is not in favor of accepting, please raise their hands. Otherwise, we will take it as unanimously accepted. I have Mr. K. Ravi and Mr. Prashant Reddy having raised their hands. Do I take that as an objection? Ravi, if you are objecting to adopting the report, please raise your hand. Otherwise, please put your hand down. I think Mr. Ravi wants to speak or something.
Yeah, this will unmute himself. Sir, K. Ravi is unmuted. He can speak if he wants.
Okay.
Hello, there is nothing for me to say.
Okay, because your hand was raised, I kept repeatedly saying.
Oh, probably I should. Okay, fine, no problem.
Thank you, Ravi, sir.
Thanks. I was only saying if there was an objection or if you want to say something, please raise your hand. This way, rather than, I said I'll take it in the reverse manner instead. So, Ravi, you can put your hand down then, please.
Yeah, Mr. A. Srinivasan wants to talk, sir.
Yes, please.
Srinivasan, sir, you can go ahead.
No, well, I'm not able to unmute myself and.
No, it's done, sir. You can talk, sir. We can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you, Srinivasan, sir. Please go ahead.
No, sorry, there's nothing to do with this one. I was just trying to join you with the video and things like that. And or everybody has been muted, is it, in this?
Yes, sir.
I see. All right, please go ahead. I got nothing else to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. President,
Sir, if I may, at any time, if you all want to speak, there is a chat button and there is a Q&A button. I mean, if you open, there's a chat button at the bottom, and there is a participant list at the bottom. The chat, wanting to chat, there is also Q&A option. And then actually there's a list of participants. The participants will allow you to raise your hand or put down your hands.
Thank you, President. We go to the next resolution to appoint auditor for the year 2021.
Okay. The current statutory auditors, Messrs. PNR and Company, are eligible and have expressed their willingness to continue as auditors to the BCIC for the year 2020-2021. I move the resolution that we, Messrs. PNR and Company, be and are hereby appointed as auditors to the chamber, or rather appointed as auditors of the chamber for the year 2020-2021 to hold office till the conclusion of the next annual general meeting, and management committee be hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of the auditors.
Mr. Thiagu Valiappa has proposed.
Okay.
And I have seconded, Venkat.
Very
Venkat
good.
has seconded. Subramanian sir, Professor Subramanian sir has seconded.
No, just you need 1 second. So again, only those not in favor of this resolution, please raise their hands. Dr. Subramania can, only those who are not in favor of this resolution, please raise the hand. I see no hands being raised, so I take that the resolution is adopted unanimously.
Thank you, President. Next, the agenda is Management Committee Election 2021 announcement regarding the newly elected Management Committee for the year 2021. President sir, can I request you to announce it?
Sir, okay. I'm very, very happy to announce that we have 21 members of the management committee elected for the year 2020-2021. Mr. T.S. Parsuraman, Mr. K.R. Shekhar will obviously be the office bearers. Mr. S. Babu from Ashwin Precision Products. Dr. J. Krasta from CM Enviro Systems. Mr. B.R. Indushekar from the Volvo Group in India. Mr. Mohan Mangnani from the New Horizon Educational Institution Group. Dr. K.V. Om Prakash from Consentia Consultancy. Mr. B.C. Prabhakar from the Karnataka Employers Association. Mr. G. Prakash from Toyota Kirloskar Auto Parts. Mr. Prashant Reddy from Fundamax India. Mr. Praveen, I take that back, Dr. Prashant Reddy. Mr. Praveen Iyer from Relicare Tech Services. Dr. L. Ravindran from WealthMax Enterprise Management. Mr. Srinivasan Balasubramaniam from International Aerospace Manufacturing. Mr. Srijan Vadhera from the Conrad Hotel Group, Bangalore. Mr. A.V. Srinivasan from Maiban Engineering Technologies. Dr. K.N. Subramania from the RV College of Engineering, Mr. S. Subramaniam from Ascent Consulting Services, Dr. H. Sundaramurthy from Lahu Udyog Bharti, Dr. V. Veerappan from Tessolve Semiconductor, Mr. V. Vinagiri from King and Partridge, Mr. Vineet Verma from Brigade Enterprises Limited, Mr. B.R. Vishwas from Vishwas Concrete, and Mr. K. Vishwanath from KP Rao and Company. Congratulations and thank you so much. I wish you a lot of success in the year ahead. Can we move forward to the next? Sorry, I'm the sole clapper.
Thank you, President. So now we request the President to acknowledge the gratitude and support received from the leaders of the various expert committee. Over to you, President.
Thank you. As I said, I always have held that the true strength of the chamber lies in its expert committees. And this year was, no exception. I want to thank the leaders of each of the expert committees. The Aerospace and Aviation Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Ashok Saxena and Mr. P.S. Ramesh. The Agro and Food Processing Committee, headed by Mr. Somnath Chatterjee, Mr. Amit Singh, and Mr. Ankur Bhaumik. The Banking, Finance, and Corporate Affairs Committee, headed by Mr. Ganesh Swaminathan and Dr. K.V. Om Prakash. The Direct Taxes Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Balasubramaniam, Mr. Dhareshwar, and Ms. Tapti Ghosh as the coordinator. The Energy, Environment and Water Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Ramesh Saligrama and Ms. B.S. Anuradha, and with Mr. Raju Ketkale as their mentor. The Human Resource Committee with Mr. P.S. Ponappa, Mr. Vinod Sridharan, Mr. Parmeshwaran Balakrishnan, and of course our past president, Mr. Ahmad Ali. The Indirect Taxes Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Shivdas, Mr. Badrinath, Mr. P.V. Srinivasan, and Mr. S. Venkatramani. The Infrastructure Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Rajendra Hegde and Mr. S. Shivyogi. The ICT Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Manas Das Gupta and Ms. Richa Sarna. Industry 4.0 Committee, headed by our past president, Mr. A.N. Chandramouli and Dr. L. Jyotish Kumar. And I know we have more committees, so do we go further to the next slide, please? Thank you. The Industry Institute Interface, the 3I Committee, headed by Dr. K.N. Subramania and Mr. Nitin Garg. The Manufacturing Expert Committee, headed by Dr. S. Devarajan, Mr. G. Prakash, and of course, mentored by Mr. B. Indushekar. The Startup and Economic Affairs Committee, headed by Dr. L. Ravindran and Mr. K. Ravi. The Tourism, Hospitality and Facilities Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Srijan Vadera and Mr. Jagdish Menda, and most ably mentored by Mr. Vineet Verma. The Women's Empowerment and Leadership Expert Committee, headed by Ms. Geeta Srinivasan and Mr. Augustus Azaraya. The Branding and Membership Expert Committee, headed by Mr. Sajay Singh and Ms. Samira Fernandez. The CSR Expert Committee, headed by Ms. Lavanya Pasicha, and I must say she has single-handedly done a fantastic job this year when I asked her to step into this role. Thank you once again to all the ladies and gentlemen who have been expert leaders and taking this chamber forward in this very tumultuous year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President. It's a usual practice of the chamber that the senior most past president will thank the outgoing president, Mr. Devesh R. Agrawal, for leading the chamber during the year. Mr. C. Rajagopal sir, the founder of the chamber, was not able to join our meeting, but he has given a small audio recording. We'll just play it for you also.
Devesh, Tyagu wants to speak, so probably you need to decide.
Yeah, that's fine. But then, since this message is being played, since we'll just finish this, and after that, we'll give the mic to Tiago.
Since there's some technical glitch,
There's a lot of
since there's some
echo.
technical glitch, yes, sir. So what, now I'll request Mr. Venkat Kirle to kindly share your.
No, just hold on. Before Mr. Venkat Kedle, I think Mr. Valiappa wanted to speak. So can you please give Mr. Tiago the mic?
Yeah, Tiago Valepa. Tiago, you can speak. Mr. Tiago, you can speak. No, Mr. Tiago Valepa, you can speak.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, great. So since CR's video is taking time, Mr. Valiappa is also here, another very senior past president. So I think he just wants to convey his regards to Devesh as well. Hello. Namaskar.
Namaskaram, sir.
Devesh, I'm really happy. Your father was my vice president. He took the chamber from my hands. I'm happy that his son, Devesh, and I know you like from a small boy. So I'm really very, very happy that you have driven the chamber to a greater height as you are a race bike sportsman. So I wish you all the best in your life and then to climb higher heights. And once again, I also congratulate the president, senior vice president, and president for conducting the chamber business in spite of Corona and COVID-19. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It is definitely, it means a lot. It definitely means a lot.
Thank you, sir. So now may I now request Mr. Venkat Kirle to share your thoughts, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Dear members, as Prithvi mentioned earlier, all these years it was Mr. Rajgopalan who has been proposing the vote of thanks and welcoming the incoming team. So virtually we can now present a bouquet to Mr. Devesh Agarwal, Mr. Parashuraman and Mr. K.R. Shekhar. It would have been otherwise a normal practice. Mr. Rajgopalan could not join us today, but he has been keeping well. I spoke to him earlier today, and he is continuing to provide guidance to us as we go along in the next year. As we all know, it has been an eventful year, and we are fortunate to have a great team led by the President, Mr. Devesh Agarwal, ably assisted by Senior VP, Mr. Parashuraman, and VP, Mr. Shekhar. Thank you very much, Devesh, for a fantastic leadership and many initiatives you have taken up this year. Starting with discontinuing the plastic water bottles in the chamber office. I think that was the first thing that I noticed. There are many other initiatives that he took during the year. One of them I would like to specify is the leadership forum that you initiated. I think is going to go a long way as we go along. So once again, thank you very much, and you have deployed technology as well. So on behalf of the chamber and everybody here, I'd like to thank you. I welcome the incoming president, Mr. Parashuraman. He's already taken many initiatives, and we have great expectation from you, sir. The chamber, as our president said, has been providing services to its members thanks to the leadership of all the expert committees, the chair, co-chair, and the members. They have taken enormous time and effort to bring in many webinars, which is, I think, is being a record for this year. And I would say that the chamber actually took a leadership in coming up with webinars even before the COVID and a work from home culture is setting in. A fantastic year. I'd also like to thank the steering committee, the finance committee, and all the past presidents for the guidance for functioning, the effective functioning of the chamber. The chamber's heart is the secretariat. Prithvi ably led us during this time, along with his team. Thank you, Prithvi, and your team. All the members would like to express their gratitude and for the support and work that you provided during this difficult time, especially in the last 4 months. We continue to look forward to your support as you go along. I also would like to thank all the members in providing active support to the chamber in reaching greater heights. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. President, sir, Mr. Girish would also like to have a talk. Sir.
Please, today, all the attendees who would like to say anything are more than welcome.
Sure, sir. So over to Girish, sir. Girish, sir, you can speak. Girish, sir, we cannot hear you. There's some problem. There's some problem with network at your end, sir.
Yeah, I think there's very low bandwidth at Mr. Girish's place.
President, sir, Thiago wants to speak. Thiago, you can stop.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. And I think we've had a very good year, I would say, because I think until Corona came in, we were doing excellently well, and after that, actually, we started doing better because the number of programs and number of people actually visible, the BCIC brand was visible too. Probably doubled or tripled, and I think we had some super attendance in most of our meetings, and thanks to work from home or whatever, I think we made the best use of it, and I must congratulate Devesh and the team. I think we've had one of the most experienced teams in the last, recent years. Devesh, Parsuraman and Shekhar experience in BCIC all put together would probably be more than 40-45 years. So I think this is what the chamber always looks at, because people who have played longer innings in the chamber will certainly be the asset to the chamber, and I'm sure the coming years Parsuraman as well as Shekhar would take it to greater heights. And I must say that within all the constraints, I think Devesh have done an excellent job, and probably the first president who's come on the bike and enjoyed himself on the bike as well. So on the Harley. So I think on a lighter note, I think it's a great year that we've had, and congrats, Devesh.
Well, just say thank you so much. I mean, I tell you, this year would not have been possible without the support, incredible support and teamwork, both from the Secretariat, Mr. Prithvi, Ms. Rupa, Ms. Nandita, Ms. Vijaya, Ms. Momita, all of them, Mr. Shyam Prasad.
Shyam Prasad, yes, sir.
Yeah, all of them. I'm sorry, I don't even that office boy of yours, what's his name? Ganesh. I mean, Hemant. I mean, it's been tremendous working with them. Of course, the invaluable guidance, received by Mr. Parshuraman in terms of organization and the mantra of trying to stay positive. I must apologize to Shekhar that I could not follow his mantra all the time. But it was something I tried to do, and apologies if I have exploded on a few occasions. But it has been a fantastic year. Thank you so much.
President sir, Mr. Girish would like to talk.
Please.
Girish, over to you, sir.
Yeah, I think, are you able to hear me?
Very clearly.
Okay, good. I think Devesh, I think a brilliant year, I must say. In times of trying times like this, and I'm really happy that you could manage it. And I really thank Parshuram and Shekhar, who is taking over from you. And all the best, Devesh, after your tenure. We look forward to your continued support.
Thank you so much, sir. There is one promise I made to you, which I hope to complete before this month is out.
That would be wonderful.
I think by formality, I should hand over, the gavel and the responsibilities of the chamber to Mr. T.R. Parshuraman.
President says some more chairpersons want to talk. Can we allow?
Please, please.
Mr. Ashok Saxena is online. Saxena, sir, you could start, sir. Please go ahead, Saxena, sir. Sir, now I will request Mr. A. Chandramuli. Saxena, sir, we cannot hear you. Sir, Chandramuli, sir, you could talk, sir.
You have to unmute.
It's already done, sir. You can go ahead. You.
Are you able to hear me?
Very clearly, sir.
Oh, I'm still seeing the mute. Okay. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Devesh Agarwal and did a wonderful job. And half the year of his period was haunted by coronavirus. In spite of that, I think under his leadership and the hard work of Prithvi, Rupa, Sham, did a fantastic work on conducting several webinars. I think more than 100 webinars crossed in the last 6 months. And I really thank Parashuraman and K.R. Shekhar to take over the baton and lead the chamber from greater heights to greater heights. I recall the meetings we had in the last 3 years of Devesh leadership, Vice President, Senior Vice President, President. Been very, very professional, handling all the management committee, past presidents and members. Devesh has put his heart and soul into carrying out the tasks of the chamber and also brought a lot of, I would say, reforms and a democracy into the chamber. It's a major transformation from the previous situation to now, and I'm sure the professional approach will carry on in the years to come. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Chandramuli, sir. President, sir, now I request you to formally welcome the incoming President, Mr. T.R. Parshuram, and pass the chairmanship of the meeting. Over to you, President, sir.
It is with great pride, tremendous happiness, and a lot of honor that I present the gavel and the responsibility of the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce to a dear friend, Mr. Tirunelveli Ratnagiri Parshuraman. Please take care, sir.
Thank you, President. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your big support.
Congratulations, Parashuraman. Long-term dream of mine comes true.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, TRP, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you all for the great faith support you have on me. Can I say a few words now?
You are the president.
You are the president.
No,
You are
with the
Your presidency, you can go ahead, sir.
So you have the baton.
Thanks a lot. See, before I start my remarks, I request the secretary to play a slide that we all prepared for our Devesh ji. Can you play the slide, please? Yeah, the first slide you can see a determined soldier. You're able to see the slide? Yes.
Yes.
So he's ready for the war and never give up attitude. I think that's the kind of persona of Devesh. Anything is possible. I think all of us learn from him. Next, please. I think his passion and zest for life is infectious. I think he is there in every sphere, be it blogs or with wine or connoisseur of great food or racing. I think he is a great challenger. And I think you can see the slides, and his appetite for photography is also unbelievable. But many of the situations, he was taking the photograph himself and he did not allow the secretariat. I think that is his passion. And Devesh, if I know, he can talk many languages. I don't know how many of you know. He can talk languages like Filipino, Malay, Kannada, Tamil. Tamil, of course, he always enjoys talking Tamil. And I don't know how, many people don't know what is his mother tongue. I suppose it is Punjabi. And the kind of participation, the passion with which he has taken the chambers in many of the forums with the foreign delegations has been commendable. And it's a discussion to the government, we had several discussions. So every time we had some challenges from the industries or the MSCPs, I think David was ready with some kind of voice of the industry. And this is a very memorable photo we all had last time at ITC Windsor with the formation of the new chairs. So this is really a memorable teamwork. So I think I have to really congratulate Devesh for taking the chambers, and he has set a very tall target for me. But I'm sure his continued support, guidance, and passion will continue to shower on the chambers and all of us. And I look forward to working with Devesh to mentor us as a past president. And I'm sure that we can continue his good activities as one team. But I have to say that many good things happened this time. One good thing was we had seamless communication between me, Shekhar, and Devesh, and all the committee members with the past presidents. So that was one of the reasons for a positive success, I would say, because many good things happened this year, and a lot of interesting things such as the CEO Forum, then the Startup Award, the Emerging Startup Award. We had an unbelievable 185 not-out nominations during the COVID time, just before the COVID time. We thought we'll not be able to cross 50. I think I have no words to congratulate the kind of a teamwork. In fact, Dr. Ravindran, Mr. Ravi, entire team. I cannot be naming each committee. I think the Chandramouli, I think the HR committee, the manufacturing committee, the infrastructure, empowerment, direct, indirect taxes, banking, IoT, I think blockchain. I think all the people have done a tremendous job. I think it's been a fantastic teamwork. I only look forward to continuing the same kind of teamwork together with all of you. I also look forward to continuous support and guidance as always. Thank you very much, and wishing Devesh all the very best, and look forward to continuous support and guidance as always. Thank you. I think with the permission of all of you, I think if there is no other agenda, any miscellaneous points and meeting conduct, you can raise your hands. If no other points, I would officially close this meeting. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And also, we'd like to inform that we have received many complimentary and goodwill messages. We will record it and we'll share it to Mr. Devesh Agrawal.
If I, just in closing, if I may say, the captain of the team is only as strong as his team. And it was the entire team of BCIC that made us succeed the way we have this year.
Now, I think we also have to, isn't it a formality to also bring in KR Shekhar also? It needs to be recorded, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Have you done that? I'm not sure if you've done that.
I think I had recognized when I announced the committee, I had recognized Mr. KR Shekhar is now the senior vice president of the chamber.
So congrats, Shekhar.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much to everybody. Thanks for all your
Shekhar
support.
has planned a lot of things coming up in the year, and we are going to hold him to it. He's definitely going to be a great asset to the chamber. He's going to be a fantastic asset to Mr. Parsuraman.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Forward, Shekhar, as always.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Definitely.
So we
Shekhar, would you like to say something?
So as a chamber, we're going to get a lot of TRP because TR Parsuraman and TRS.
We're going to get a lot of TRPs.
With all your support, certainly we can do a good job. That's all I would say. That thanks to everybody for your support. And certainly we will we'll try our level best to take the chambers to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think we should invite everybody at 6 o'clock, no?
Prithvi, can you have a snapshot, a memorable snapshot?
Yeah, we should put everybody in a grid view or something.
Yeah, as much as possible, let's try.
There you go.
Devesh, I miss your snacks today, so I'm taking snacks at home.
We don't worry. I have struck a deal with Parsu that I am going to continue to curate the dinners and the refreshments at all the other events. You know, so I will ensure that you always want a good, simple, sweet.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that you get that at all times.
Okay, Devesh. Thank you.
So we meet everybody again at 6 o'clock. May I request everybody to just log in about 5-10 minutes ahead of time?
We're going to have a wonderful session in the evenings.
Yes.
The 3 presentations and the keynote address by Mr. Vikram Kirloskar and chief guest address by our Honorable Industry Minister Jagdish Shettar, and of course address by our special guest and guest of honor, Mr. Gaurav Gupta. So looking forward to seeing all of you.
Done, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to the RVCE team for handling all this. And of course, hey, I have to say thank you to Dr. Ravindran. Actually, he is the man who sat and coordinated everything from behind the scenes. You know, he is the man who has to actually get the talis today.
Sir. I think the team began. Now, Dr. Ravindran.
I request all the members to come on the video mode so that we can take the snapshot.
Dr. Ravindran, Mrs. Samira Fernandez, Parameshwaran Balakrishna.
Yeah, I was wondering where
the entire RV team and entire secretariat, Nandita, Rupa, and team, our Shyam Prasad, they've all been working seamlessly, I think, for the last few days to make this happen.
Yeah.
And it's a good experience. First time, seamlessly we could complete it. Hats off to our team BCIC. And of course, today we miss Mr. Rajagopalan. I also talked to him in the morning and he said he will convey his message. So he conveyed his best wishes to Mr. Devesh and also to the new team. So he will continue to guide us as always.
I request all of them to come on the video, sir. So we'll take a snapshot.
Yeah, I think why it's not
Unmute. Many of them are unmute, not muted, sir.
No, they just have to click the video, start the video. I see Dr. Subramania is off video, Mr. Murli, Rupaji, Somesh.
Mr. Subramania, I think he has done a tremendous job. Thank you so much for all the arrangements. I think he did the complete platform for IT.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful job.
I think Subramania and Ravindran, but for them, today's technology session would not have been possible. I think we should really thank them from bottom of our heart. Thank you, Mr. Subramania.
Thank you, Dr. Subramania, and also Samira has done a lot of work on the social media front
and behind the scene. How much she has done for the press release and all that.
Video.
We actually have to see the hot seat. We should see Shekhar in the hot seat, you know. Samira tried to make the seat very hot, but Shekhar was cool as a cucumber, as they say, you know. He just took on every question like this.
Parasu, we should specially mention Ravindra because
yes,
and out of the way, not just a startup, not just doing the BCIC. To be honest with you, this sort of coordinating the technology session and supporting the office bearers, he at an extraordinary situation, he traveled an extraordinary mile for this. I think on behalf of BCIC, we should all thank Ravindra for the tremendous cooperation support what he did for us to conclude this AGM. Thank you. I really admire your tenacity and keeping cool. Devesh was saying, I am cool. You should see how cool Mr. Ravindra was. So, Ravindra, hats off to you for your tenacity and your ability to execute this. Really, thank you, Mr. Ravindra.
Chaliye. Thank you so much. And Ravindran, we shall see you by about 5:45.
Exactly.
Done,
Please
sir.
join.
Mr. Prithvi.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, once all this is over, give me a call because there are some issues in my welcome speech that I want to make sure that we tackle correctly.
Devesh will call you.
No,
Devesh
you know,
will call you.
the problem what has happened is,
no,
all the IAS officers' names are missing. Now I have to welcome Gaurav Gupta, I have to welcome Maheshwar Rao, I have to welcome Gunjan Krishna. And I can't afford to use the wrong title, yaar. So I have, and especially Maheshwar Rao, I think he is principal secretary and he is holding some 3 or 4 concurrent charges. If I miss one of them, then again more problem for the chamber.
Devesh, I want to ask you only one question, Devesh. In the last 365 days, you would have pronounced Prithvi's name much more than your wife's name. Tomorrow onwards, you'll have a challenge, boss. What are you going to do?
10,000 times.
So what are you going to do from management tomorrow?
No, my wife will be extremely happy that I'm finally focusing attention back to her. Yeah.
Because still his immediate past present, he'll be there with us for a year.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
No, you know, the happiest person today is Prithvi. He's going like, okay, Devesh se jaan chhuti. Finally, he's out of here.
आराम से नींद करेगा.
Don't worry, Prithvi. I've already clued in Mr. Parshuraman to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I can't talk now.
No, good organization. Hey, but Prithvi, one request. Can you please send me that video they have prepared about me? That was a very nice thing. So just WhatsApp me that and at least share on WhatsApp what Mr. Rajgopal's message was. He has sent that audio file.
I will share, sir. Yes.
Just put it on WhatsApp, yeah.
Deveshji, this video, of course, was prepared by Paraman team in less than 1 hour, along with Dr. Ravindra. And of course, the BCIC gave the photographs. Prithvi was swift enough to send all the photographs.
Hello, badhiya hai, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
No, that is fantastic. Where is Param san? I can't see him.
Yeah, Param is always in the back seat. Param, I saw him logged in. I think he is logged out.
Chaliye, but please, because I see two accounts of yours logged in. That's why I was wondering what was happening.
Whose account?
Yours.
2 accounts.
It says Tirunelveli Parsuraman 2 times.
really?
One is where you're speaking from, and there is one that is muted.
Oh.
I will say hello to that. I'll say hello to that account. Hopefully it will show up. Beyond that, I say,
Is it?
Are
Are you playing that video? Are you playing that video, Parsu?
Pardon?
Are you playing that video right now?
See that video, they could not play that music. In fact, it has music attached. It is not coming out in the screen. So along with the music, we'll hand it over to Devesh.
see, Dr. Subramania, since we have a lot of videos for in the open session, may I just humbly request your technical team to sort that part out, because that will be required a lot. Yeah, there's some massive echo in your speaker, Subramaniam sir. Lot of echo.
See, some reflections, some noise levels are too high.
Yeah. It's okay, Dr. Subramaniam, no problem. You can just put a thumbs up or something to indicate. That's fine. So just ask your team to please look into it. And definitely, I think the echo cancellation in your microphone has been switched off. For some reason, I think it's something to do with the computer that you're using. They need to do some tweaking on that. So we have about just a little over 1.5 hours. We'll see each other then.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And sign off for the time being.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Devesh. Thank you.
In so many ways, I feel like the father of the bride,
Thank you, Devesh. Thank you. Thank you.
Doli, bolte na, doli uthi, ladki tumhari.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.